Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be very exciting because this is the first of probably many home updates, and I'm really excited to even be sitting here talking about this because we're so excited, looking forward to our new house that should be ready in June of this year. So really quickly, I'm going to insert a clip of what our lot looks like right now. They kind of just broke ground, laid out some concrete, and they're gonna start like actually building like the foundation of the house, I think this week, the end of this week. So I'll go ahead and show that clip right now. What we are looking at here is our lot. So they haven't done much, just looks like our neighbors have some stuff up, but this is our lot, and right behind our lot is our backyard. I am standing in our garage. Oh, it's super bright. Standing in our garage. Sorry for the horrible lighting. It's really sunny. There's me. Hey-yo. And yeah, so they just poured the concrete, leveled it out. It's so bright. They have all of these like plumbing installations here. And you can see there's like a big hill there, which needs to be leveled out. So far so good, making some progress. All this wood here for roofing and things like that. Next time I come back, the blocks should be up and it should look like a house. We'll see. This week, so I'll go ahead and show that clip right now. Lunch break. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys kind of just the plan for the design of the home. I think I'll spare all the details of like what the house looks like for the house tour, or at least, you know, on the future video where the foundation is up, like the walls are up, and I can kind of take you guys through the house as far as that goes. But for now, I want to show you kind of just like my design plan for each room. Well, bedrooms, loft, things like that. I'm going to be inserting photos of my inspiration, photos of things that I purchased. Simultaneously, I'll be looking here down at my handy dandy MacBook to kind of keep me in line so I can see what I'm talking about. So if you see me looking down, that is why. Also, please excuse my glasses. I know they can be kind of annoying because they're blue blocking, so they have that like hue there, but legit hashtag blind without them. If you know, you know. So I think the first space I'll talk about is the loft. Now, our loft is going to be designated right now as a playroom. That'll probably transition as the kids kind of get older and no longer need a playroom. But for now, and I mean, to be honest, we probably won't even be in the house by then. But for now, it's gonna be the play slash kind of just chillax area. I really want this space to be a Montessori space for the smaller kids. So I plan on getting a lot of Montessori style toys. I don't want too much like color and lights and like so much stimulus, you know what I mean? So this kind of aesthetic is what I'm going for. As you can see, it's very neutral, but still really kid friendly. It doesn't look like too sterile or too mature, in my opinion, and I think it's really pretty. I love all the like rattan, you know, cane. I love the color palette, so I think this is the vibe that I'm going for in our loft. I will have a couch in our loft. I will have a television mounted in our loft as well. But as far as like storage goes, I'm kind of like digging this whole vibe. So that is the plans for our loft slash playroom. Not sure why I decided to start with the loft. I think it was just the first photo I saw on my computer. But let's like start downstairs, and I'm gonna show you the inspiration for the living room. Now, this is like totally the vibe for the living room. I think it looks sophisticated. It looks very luxury, very expensive, kind of like hotel-esque. But I need to be mindful that I have 3.5 kids, and having like a white couch or like all white furniture is it's just not practical for us. I know it can be done, but I don't want to be a slave to my couch, like trying to scrub little like stains and oopsie daisies off of there. So yeah, I don't know that I'll get a white couch. I'll probably get something that's like more still neutral, maybe like a cream or a light tan even, maybe even certain grays if they're not too like cool tone, maybe like a grayish color. But definitely a high performance materials are what I'm looking for. But as you can see here, this is obviously a photo from Restoration Hardware's website, and I get a lot of my inspiration from Restoration Hardware. So I really love just the color palette. Like I said, like the neutral, the clean lines, the negative space. I will for sure be adding some greenery in the form of plants, but I think that for living room, this is it. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so the image shown here is also a piece from Restoration Hardware. This is the Caden Campaign Glass 4-door media console with drawers. And I really love this console. I'm probably gonna get this console. I don't know about that finish, that color of the console, but I think it's beautiful. There's a few consoles that I have my eye on with Restoration Hardware. We haven't made the purchase yet, but I know that I'm gonna be making the purchase really soon. And obviously the furniture pieces there are pretty expensive, so I'm only going to invest in certain pieces from RH. Like not everything's gonna be RH, no way. But this is something that I really love. I really have my eye on this, and like a console table, or is that what it's called? Or like, you know, like some of the tables that go behind the couch, depending on the way our couch is going to be positioned, I should say. So just a console table, a really dope like coffee table, the couch, couple chairs, some greenery, some plants, and I think our living room will look really aesthetic and really inviting. I'm also gonna like soften up the space with throw pillows, blankets, things like that. And I just think in my mind, not only do I like the minimal look of things, but I like kind of think of it this way, like the less stuff you have, the less you have to clean, the less mess that can be made. So yeah, it kind of just works out in our favor. But we are definitely getting a couch that is a sectional, probably like a right facing sectional where the chase is on the right hand side, really plush, really deep and comfortable, and something that looks sophisticated, but it's also really comfortable and inviting to sit on. So those are the plans for the living room. So we actually opted out of a dining room, and we are creating a 5th bedroom in that space where the dining room would have been. So we have an extra bathroom. That was just like an upgrade that we had available for us. I'm not gonna go into the design aspect of the guest room just because I don't have that mapped out yet. But that'll probably be like one of the last spaces that we design after we move in. Moving on to the kitchen and our breakfast nook. So our breakfast nook has nice sliding doors that go right out to our patio. So we can open up both doors and have like that indoor outdoor type of living, you know, thing that's nice. So you can have your breeze coming through. So I am restoring our dining room table. Great quality table, and I was having issues parting ways with it. I'm like, should I sell it? Should I not? I'm like, let me see what I can do with this table. So I actually sanded it down to discover like the most beautiful green wood ever underneath it, and that took me forever. I'm still not actually done. I have one more leg to do. And then I stained it, and I think that after another coat of staining, after a sealant on top, it's gonna look like super beautiful and like a whole new table. I actually have a whole nother video coming on how I did DIY'd that table, so I won't show you guys the table just yet, saving it for the video, but I will show you the idea of what I have for our breakfast nook. So our table is a 4 to 6 seater table. It can hold 6, but really it's meant for 4. So we'll probably just keep 4 chairs at the table, you know, for the time being. And again, I want this space just minimal, just some nice, like one nice, you know, centerpiece of decor on the table, some really nice chairs that are both aesthetically pleasing and easy to clean because our kids obviously are sitting there, and a nice light fixture. And that's kind of going to be it. Again, minimal but sleek and really inviting and very practical for us. Our kitchen is a black and white kitchen. We did choose to go with black cabinetry and a really beautiful Carrara marble style countertop. So our countertops they're mainly white, but they have this beautiful veining, just the slightest bit of gray and the slightest bit of gold. And it is so dope. Like as soon as we saw that countertop, we're like, yes, we will take it. So with that being said, I want a lot of gold accents in the kitchen to play off that veining that goes throughout the countertop. Our faucet that we purchased with the builder. It's by Delta. It was really expensive, but it was so beautiful, and it is also that like brass type of you know, golden color, where it's not like, it doesn't look cheap, it's not too yellow, it's just like the perfect shade of gold. So I don't want it to be all gold, like not everything in the kitchen, but our faucet will be gold, our hardware will be gold, as in the knobs and pulls on the drawers. Our appliances are obviously stainless steel, so it'll give us that mixed metals type of vibe that is really in right now. But if that phases out, we can easily put something a little bit more contemporary, so it's not like so trendy, if that makes sense. Still on a great debate for what kind of pendant lights I want, because our kitchen island is equipped, has the wiring, I should say, for 3 pendant lights. So I need something small. I want it to be mainly like a glass fixture, just with a hint of black and a hint of that brassy gold color. So I'm not entirely sure on my light fixtures yet, and I'm not entirely sure on the type of bar stools we want. So our island can either hold like 3 kind of wider counter stools or 4 more narrow counter stools. So we need to figure out the style and the sizing and things like that. I am definitely leaning towards something a little bit more dark to play off the black cabinetry. Also, it's easier to maintain. But yeah, here's some inspiration on, you know, my inspiration on what I like for our kitchen. Sorry if the lighting is getting kind of funky. It is 4:35, so kind of starting to set a little bit, so I need to hurry up and finish this. So let's go back upstairs and talk about the kids' rooms. Now, each kid will have their own room with the exception of the babies. The babies will be sharing a room. We don't know the gender of baby number 4, but if it's another girl, perfect. If it's another girl, I could do a little bit more of like a feminine theme in the room. But if it's a boy, we're gonna keep it super neutral. Really, all the rooms are kind of neutral, if you catch my design. So I will go ahead and start showing you guys photos. I guess we can start off with the baby's room. Like I said, babies will be sharing a room. This is just a photo of a dresser, but you can see the color palette. It's just very natural, very earthy, very my vibe, very boy or girl. So I really like that. I might add pops of like blush or something if it's another girl, but I think this is beautiful right here. A nice brown mirror above this beautiful dresser, you know, changing table, a neutral rug. Both babies will have their gold cribs. It kind of like matches this color here. And I just think the vibe of that is so pretty. So I really want to find this dresser. I was like looking for this exact dresser on Pinterest and had no luck. So if anybody knows what dresser this is, let me know, because I will buy it like yesterday. The photo here is a light fixture that I already purchased. Now this is a dupe for the light fixture from Pottery Barn Kids. I don't know the exact name of the one from Pottery Barn Kids. I'll try to like insert the name right here, but this is almost like an exact replica, and it was about $100 less. I did purchase this one on Amazon, and it is just, it's stunning. It really is beautiful, and I can't wait to see it up in the space. Additionally, I have full intentions of wallpapering each of the kids' room and giving them each a statement wall. So this website right here is Loomwell. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Loomwell. They have like really nice removable wallpaper and decals, and I can't purchase this yet. Again, it's gonna, you know, very much so depend on the gender of this baby. And I also need the dimensions of my wall in order to put in, it's like a custom thing. So you put in the dimensions of your wall, they send you the panels, and you kind of DIY it yourself. So I'm thinking something very floral and girly if it's another girl, but if not, just maybe more of like a pattern that is very neutral. And I can't wait to wallpaper the rooms, because I think it's going to add a lot of statement, a lot of like just punch in the room, and it's something that'll last for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, that's from Loomwell. Aaliyah's room is going to be very feminine, very pink, very girly per her request. The light fixture here in this photo is a light fixture that we already purchased. It's a very bohemian style light fixture. It's got blush, pinkish blush tassels with a gold like wiring throughout, and it's really beautiful. Doesn't give out like the most light, but she'll also have gold light fixtures in her room on either nightstand. So that is just gonna be like the cutest thing ever. Again, Loomwell wallpaper. I love this floral right here. just on one wall, because our walls are painted like solid white. We have a, I think it's stark white by Sherwin-Williams. But Aaliyah's gonna have just the most girly room ever per her request, and I'm all for it. Again, if you thought I was kidding, I'm not. This is the bed I purchased for Aaliyah. It is a pink, I don't like to say pink. Pink reminds me of just like bubblegum pink. It is a blush toned velvet bed with gold legs. It is absolutely stunning. Pottery Barn sells this bed, like Creighton Kids sells this bed. This bed is everywhere, and I searched high and low for the cheapest price that I could find, and it was still like $700. So I sent a photo to my sister. I'm like, hey, is this cute for Aaliyah's room? She's like, if I weren't married, I would have that bed right now. I'm like, you know what? It is really timeless for like a single, maybe not even, I mean, not even a single, just like for like a woman. Like, I feel like if I were single, I would totally have this bed. If it wasn't so feminine, I didn't have like a husband that cares about decor, I would still have this bed. I think it's beautiful. It's like breathtaking. I think it's so pretty. And that, you know, if she outgrows this bed when she goes to college or whatever, because it is a queen size bed, so if she outgrows this bed, no longer, you know, really fits the vibe of her personality, it can go down to Rain, and I know Rain would be happy to have it. It's beautiful. It's stain resistant. I am so obsessed with this bed. I'm very happy I made the purchase, and I can't wait to see it in person. It won't be delivered till like mid-April, but it's beautiful and it's worth the wait. Now for Isaiah's room, he wants like a more rustic kind of dark room, kind of just like moody, not like emo or anything, but kind of moody and grown, I guess, like preteen type of room. And I had like the perfect design in my head for it. So the photo here is batten board, I think it's called. I'm sure you guys have seen tutorials and stuff like this all over YouTube. I know I have. It's fairly easy to install with just some plywood, a nail gun, liquid nails, and paint, and it's just super easy to do. I'm very handy. I'm very much into DIY. So I'm going to create his accent wall, not with wallpaper, but with this. So I am not sure if we're going to do a solid black wall or something just more charcoal, or even like a dark forest green. Just something very dark. And I think it looks really dope, really sophisticated, and it'll grow with him until he goes to college. Like, I don't see an age limit on this type of design on a wall. This is a photo of the bed that I purchased for him. It is a metal, like steel metal frame bed that is solid black, and we just wanted something black and neutral and like not, and very minimal. So I think this right here is like the perfect style of bed for the vibe that we're going for in the room. As far as lighting goes, I will be putting sconces above his nightstands. So the nightstands that I'm looking at are kind of just like a lighter wood with like metal black legs, something just minimal, but not, again, I need to bring in light somewhere. So the nightstands that I'm looking for are similar to these right here. And the sconces that we're going to be putting above the beds are these right here. They're black. They have like a hint of gold, as you can see at like the top of the light fixture. And I don't have wiring for like set up for sconces in his room, but that's totally fine. You can just like plug in, there's like a little trick. You can like plug in one of those clickable dimmable lights, and it has a remote control, and you can control it from the remote. You can also change the colors of those sconces. So, and they're battery operated like LED lights. So that's what we'll be doing for that. And you just kind of hide the wires behind the metal plate there. So sconces, I think, are gonna look really sophisticated and cool, and he is obsessed with them. So yeah, looking forward to that. And again, this is a purchase I already made, so we're really excited for that. Lastly, for Isaiah's room, this light fixture right here I already own again, and this will be the main light fixture in his room. Again, super industrial, but still really nice and sophisticated with the hint of brass there. Gives off a ton of light with these Edison bulbs, and it looks super dope and super aesthetic for his room. So aside from that, I'm probably gonna get some sort of like jute rug, something really natural and industrial looking and very earthy, and in just like a cream color for his room. So I'm also going to be showing you guys some gadgets here and there. Probably like in the next video I'll have more gadgets, but I thought this one was super cool. So this is actually a doorbell for like inside your house. So being that we're moving into a way larger house than we are in now, we're in a 2-story townhouse, and still I'm like constantly yelling to tell the kids to come upstairs or downstairs. Like, come upstairs, come downstairs. And half the time they don't hear me. Their room is, you know, their door is shut, or they're watching TV or something like that. So this has like a button doorbell and a responder, I guess. So Each kid gets the little square box and they plug it into their room, and I can keep the remote just mounted somewhere in the kitchen. It has a little command sticky on the back. And yeah, I just push that button and they'll hear their doorbell in the room and they'll know to come downstairs. It has like 25 different like ringtones, so they can choose their own. I got it on Amazon and it was like $25 for 2. So this was a really cool purchase, and I hope that it works because I'm so tired of yelling for these kids to come downstairs, okay? Last but not least, we will talk about the master bedroom. So I'm really, really excited to design this space for Eric and I, because the master bedroom is somewhere that we always hang out. We watch a lot of TV there. We obviously sleep in there. We have like our movie nights, our date nights from home in there. So I really want it to be a nice oasis for us. And I think this vibe is all the mood for us. This is obviously a photo from Restoration Hardware again. So I don't plan on getting a new bed. I'm actually going to keep our bed frame. I love the gold. So I want to keep our bed frame. It's a king size bed. This is going to really flow nicely with the aesthetic of our room. And I think that I'm going to have just like fresh, really plush, kind of like hotel-esque bedding, which is going to be really nice and comfortable. And then I'm going to bring a lot of darkness in the room and moodiness with other pieces. So I'll show you guys a photo of the herringbone dresser and nightstands that I am obsessed with. So again, these are from Restoration Hardware. They are not cheap. I think the nightstands go for like 2,000 something, and the dresser, if you get like the 9 drawer dresser, is like 5,000 or something like that, something crazy like that. So I was like, okay, am I gonna spend that much money on a dresser and nightstands? Maybe I might, because I love them that much. But then I lucked out and I found another collection which has great reviews, and this is what it looks like. Herringbone, it's like almost the exact same thing. This one is a little bit more gray tone, but I can totally work with it. And these were only, I think, $4.50 each through Lowe's. Lowe's has them, Home Depot has them, a ton of other sites have them. And the dresser is not a 9 drawer dresser. It looks just like this. I don't have a photo of the dresser, but the dresser is just like this herringbone style, no hardware on it, just very straight lines. It kind of looks like concrete, but it's solid wood. And that one is only $1,000 for the dresser. So I'm definitely going with these pieces. They're still pricey, but good quality and give the same look. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm picturing a lot of like geode stones, coffee table books, green plants, things like that to spruce up our room as far as decor goes. And as far as a light fixture goes, I'm looking at something like this, something similar to what I want for the living room. Not the exact same thing, but something that'll just give off a nice vibe that I can dim. I definitely want a dimmable light because I think you can set the mood for your room, and I really enjoy that. I also really want like a sitting area in my room, whether it be a bench at the foot of the bed, or like a chase, or just like 2 little seats near the window, something like that. I'm looking more for a chase, and this one is again from Restoration Hardware, but this is one that I really like, and I think I might splurge and get it. It's a high performance material, it's beautiful. I am praying we won't use it as a catch-all space because it's so nice. So I'm thinking like this chase with a nice little end table next to it, some coffee table books, like a cup of tea in the morning, looking out the window in my dreams. But yeah, so I think it'll make our room look really sophisticated and nice. Guys, so I think that covers everything that I have planned. This is not a singular eye. Like Eric and I both, like he likes the vibe too. He kind of just gives me free reign over the decor and the style of where our house is going, like the direction it's going in. And he's like designing his own man cave. So I'm like, whatever, that's your space, but the rest of the house is mine. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is this your style? Do you have something that's a little bit more eclectic and funky? I love looking at like home decor. I'm really into interiors, and if I could choose like to design houses for a living, I totally would. But this is like something that fits our personalities, our family's needs, and you know, it's just super beautiful and luxurious to me, and I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more home house updates, everything from the progress of our house to the decor to purchases and things like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. It helps out our channel a ton. We're really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do a huge 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm really excited for that. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.